Hello yugioh, it's Emma10 here with a deck update on a deck we haven't seen for a little while, and this deck has gone through some very major changes as of late, and I hope you guys enjoy. And the deck in question is Rainbow Era, the Crystal Beast deck. As I said, recently this deck hasn't been doing very well, so I've been trying to think, how can I make the deck quicker and better and everything, and it's been tricky, but I've come up with something that I think is okay for the moment. But if I need to do any changes, then of course there will be another deck update very soon of that one. Anyway, for this deck review, let's begin, shall we? First change is I'm running 3 Rainbow Dragon now, because 2 was a little bit inconsistent, and sometimes you can get this in a dead draw, but I think 3 makes it just a bit easier, because that way if one goes you've got another one, and if that one goes you've got another one, so why the heck not? And of course 2 of them will go straight, as you guys can see there, which is pretty awesome. But anyway, Rainbow Dragon can only be summoned when there are 7 Crystal Beasts with different names on the field or in the graveyard. Its first effect is you can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the graveyard, and it gains 1000 attack for each one. It's a permanent attack boost, which is pretty awesome. The second effect is you can banish all Crystal Beasts that are in the graveyard in order to send all cards on the field back to the respective decks, which is great for resetting, but I don't like to use it just because it removes from play the Crystal Beasts, especially if I really need to reset it, and I don't like to do that. But this normally is the kind of game-winning card. It's the aim of the deck, get this out. It's also my second favourite dragon really after the Blue Eyes, and it's Jesse Anderson's ace card as well. Next we have 2 Ruby Carbuncle. When she's special summoned from the spell and trap card zone, she can special summon all the other Crystal Beasts that are there. Then we have 2 Topaz Tiger, who gains a 400 attack boost during the damage step. 2 Amber Mammoth, who can redirect attacks towards himself. Then we have 2 Emerald Turtle, who has the ability to switch a monster that I control that attacked into defense position. Then we have 2 Cobalt Eagle, which allows me to send a Crystal Beast card back to the top of the deck, mostly used in combination with Sapphire Pegasus if I need to reuse Sapphire. Then we have 2 Sapphire Pegasus. When this card is summoned, it is able to place a Crystal Beast from the graveyard, hand or deck into the spell and trap card zone. Then we have 2 Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat. When she halves her attack, she can attack the opponent directly. Okay, so that's it for the monster lineup. Just to say, I'm not running 3 Pegasus or 3 Ruby Carbuncle or minusing any of the monsters or anything. I'm sticking with 14, and because it's just with equality and the synergy of this deck and everything, I feel like it would be thrown out of balance if I added a 3rd Sapphire or a 3rd Ruby Carbuncle or something. It's just me and my OCD with having equal numbers of certain cards and everything, and that's how I do. It also means I've got 2 sets of Crystal Beasts. I only ever try to have 1 set out on the field or in the graveyard combined at any one time, so that way if I ever do use Rainbow Dragon's second effect, or if any of the Crystal Beasts do get removed from play via other means, I've got a second set as backup in order to summon the Rainbow Dragon. So I hope you guys enjoy, so please do not post, oh you should run a 3rd Sapphire Pegasus, because I'm not going to do that. It's my deck build, this is how I'm doing it. It's just keeping the number of monsters equal and keeping with the synergy of how this deck is working, okay? Hope that clears up. Right, onto the spell cards now. We have 3 Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. It's got 5 different effects depending on how many Crystal Beasts you've got in the spell and trap card zone. 1, this card can't be destroyed. 2, I can half battle damage. 3, I can send a Crystal Beast in the monster card zone to the graveyard to negate spells and traps. 4, I get to draw an extra card. 5, I can special summon 1 Crystal Beast that's in the spell and trap card zone. So it's a very versatile little card. Then we have 3 Rare Value, which is the main draw power of the Crystal Beast deck. Then we have 3 Crystal Release, which is an equipped spell for the Crystal Beasts. They gain 800 attack, and when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, I can place a Crystal Beast from the deck face up in the spell and trap card zone. So it's kind of a searching card, but it also gives a little bit of a power boost to the Crystal Beast, since all of them have attack under 2000. Then we have 2 Crystal Beast Beacon. When I've got 2 Crystal Beasts in the Spell and Trap card zone, I can special summon 1 from the deck. However, I'm kind of debating if I need to reduce this because I've got quite a lot of ways of summoning out the Crystal Beasts from the deck and everything via quite a few means and everything, but still debating, I don't know yet. Then we have 2 Crystal Blessing, which places 2 Crystal Beasts from the graveyard into the Spell and Trap card zone. Really good for getting out some basic combos with, say, Crystal Beacon, Rare Value, or even with Ancient City Rainbow Runes. Then we have 2 Crystal Abundance. When I've got 4 Crystal Beasts in the Spell and Trap card zone, I can send all cards on the field to the graveyard, and then from the grave I can special summon as many Crystal Beasts equal to the number of cards that the opponent controlled. Most prominent Crystal Beast deck known is the Crystal Abundance OTK, which recycles this card a lot and reuses it constantly in order to, of course, do massive attack damage and everything, but I use it just to reset the field if I'm in a really desperate situation. Then we have 2 Terraforming to search out the field spell. I was running 3, but a lot of the time I ended up with the 3rd Ancient City in my hand and a 3rd Terraforming lingering around in the deck, which means it was a dead card, so I think 2 is more than adequate. Now this card, I was debating on how to make the Crystal Beast deck quicker, and I was trying to stick to the theme of I'm only using cards that Jesse Anderson would have used. And I completely forgot all about this card, but I've decided to add in 3 Hand Destruction. Now, each player sends 2 cards from their hand to the graveyard and draws 2 cards. Now, this isn't a good card late game, especially if your hands are if both your opponent's hand and your hand count is very low. But it's very good at getting through the deck very quickly and sending Crystal Beasts to the graveyard or anything for combos and such, and just, you know, getting through the deck very quickly. If I need to cut it down, then I will cut it down, but for the moment I think 3 is doing okay. As I said, it's not good late game, but when you get to early game, mid game, it can really help. Next, for trap cards, we've got 2 Rainbow Path. I was running 3, but since I get through the deck very quickly via draw power and search abilities and everything, you know, I think 2 is more than adequate. Also, sometimes I didn't end up with a Crystal Beast on the field in order to activate this card. And then we've got 1 Rainbow Gravity in order to resurrect a Rainbow Dragon from the graveyard if I've got the 7 Crystal Beasts on the field or in the grave, or special summon a Rainbow Dragon from the deck if needed. I'm thinking of adding the second one in, but I'm not sure what card to swap out for it, so if you guys have got any suggestions, please post down in the comments below. No extra deck because I don't run an extra deck for the Crystal Beasts, even though there's XYZ variants and everything. It's just not my style, as I said. I'm just using cards that Jesse Anderson used, and that's what I've come up with. So anyway guys, that's it for the Rainbow Era deck review. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you've got any suggestions about how to make the deck a little bit better or swap out for a second Rainbow Gravity, as I said, post down in the comments below and I look forward to seeing them. Till then, from me and the Rainbow Dragon, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!